We spend a lot of time trying to fix things in our lives, and most times we can't because we stay in the surface. Hello, my name is Valentina, and I create videos to help you live a happier, more fulfilling life. And today I want to tell you how to know what to nourish in your life. And this is how we normally do it. We organize our schedules. We try to improve our finances. We adjust routines, habits, diets, always thinking that if we just get these pieces right, life will finally feel the way we want it to feel. But here's the realization that changed everything for me. Most of what we're trying to nourish is just the surface. Your schedule is not the point. Your finances are not the point, or your routines or diet are not the point. They're just pathways. They're vehicles, and when we confuse the pathway with the destination or with your purpose, we end up putting a lot of energy into things that never quite satisfy us. Because what we actually want is not the thing itself, it's how we believe we'll feel once that thing is fixed or in place. We think we want financial order, but what we really want is peace. We think we want the perfect routine, but what we really want is stability. We think we want better relationships, but what we truly want is connection, to feel seen, to feel understood. And this is where everything begins to shift. Because if you pause long enough and you ask yourself a better question, not what do I need to fix, but how do I want to feel, and you nourish that, you start to access something deeper. And deeper is where clarity lives. In the work I do, I see this all the time. We stay in the surface because it's tangible. It seems more accessible to say, I need to organize my finances, than to say, I want to feel safe, or to say, I want to trust my life, or I want to feel freedom. But if you don't go deeper with what you feel, you can spend years checking off boxes and still feel without peace, or still feel unsettled. So instead, I want to offer you a different approach to this. The next time you feel the urge to fix something in your life, just pause and ask yourself, what do I believe this will give me? Not the outcome, but the feeling. Because that's the real destination. And here's the most powerful part of all. When you begin to nourish that feeling directly, everything on the surface starts to reorganize itself naturally or effortlessly. When you nourish peace, your decisions around money change. When you nourish connection, your relationships shift. When you nourish stability, your routines begin to support you instead of control you. You stop forcing, you start aligning, and that's a very different way of living. But let's make this real for a moment, because this is where people usually get stuck. What does it actually look to nourish peace? It's not just sitting quietly for 5 minutes and hoping that your mind calms down. Nourishing peace might look like having an honest conversation that you've been avoiding, because the noise of avoidance is louder than the discomfort of truth. It might look like setting a boundary, even when it's inconvenient, because you're choosing inner calm over external approval. It might look like simplifying something in your life that you've been overcomplicating, or deciding that not everything needs immediate attention or your immediate reaction. Peace is not passive. It's something you actively protect. And what about stability? What does it actually look like to nourish stability? Stability isn't about having everything perfectly under control. It's about creating a sense of internal steadiness, even when life is moving. So nourishing stability might look like keeping small promises to yourself, like waking up when you said you would wake up, moving your body when you said you would, or following through on something very simple. Not to be perfect, but to build trust with yourself. Because stability is not built in big moments. It's actually built in quiet consistency, in showing up again and again, in a way that your nervous system begins to recognize as safe. And then there's connection. What does it look like to nourish connection? This, for many of us, is what we're really longing for underneath everything else. Nourishing connection doesn't always mean adding more people into your life. Sometimes it means being more present with the people already in your life. It might look like putting your phone down during a conversation, actually listening without preparing your response. It might look like allowing yourself to be seen a little more honestly, instead of always showing the version of you that feels familiar to manage. And sometimes connection starts with yourself, slowing down enough to notice what you are feeling without immediately trying to fix it or to push it away. When you begin to live in this way, you're no longer chasing peace, stability, connection as your outcomes. You're practicing them, you're nourishing them, and that's when shifts happen. Because your life stops being a constant project to fix, and it starts becoming something you're actually in relationship with. And this doesn't mean you ignore your responsibilities. It doesn't mean that you stop taking action. It means your actions come from a deeper place, a clearer place, a place that actually sustains you. Because when you know what you truly stand for, not the thing, but the feeling, you stop chasing and you start creating a life that reflects who you really are. So today I want to leave you with this. Instead of asking, what do I need to fix? Try asking, what do I want to feel? And have I been nourishing that? That question alone can change the direction of your life. And if this resonates with you, I invite you to go deeper with me. Join me on Sundays, where we take this out of the mind and into the body through meditation, awareness, and real inner work. Because your insights are powerful, but integration is what creates change. You can sign up to try a free class in the description below, and I'll see you there.